Hello everyone, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Panzer Corps. This is part 12 of my Let's Play series, playing through the entire campaign from the German side. We are into the invasion of Greece, and in our last video we started the invasion of Greece, advancing slowly but steadily down the peninsula in Greece. We still have quite a ways to go, as well as some, I would assume, some tough fighting down the ways. The Italian Navy has been providing support from the coastline and helping us make the Italian ground forces more effective. The German army has been effective, although sluggish, in reducing dug-in Greek defenders. But we are hopefully going to meet with more rapid success if our goal here is to obtain a major victory, given that we're already, 6 turns in? So, you know, we'll move as quick as we can, but obviously we're in the midst of a tough fight. With that being said, this is all taken from a live stream from a couple of weeks ago, so I am actually going to go ahead and pass the gameplay audio back over to the live stream, and I will meet you guys back up at the end. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know your thoughts below, and let's go ahead and jump back in. That's been the story of this campaign so far, fights being bloodier than I had hoped. These guys don't have trucks, so they're never going to go anywhere. Start shifting these guys. I think we'll take this city next turn. Again, 6 turns is pretty ambitious. We've got turn 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 6 turns, and we've got to go all the way down here. I just don't think that's feasible. Now, maybe we could actually put some troops on transports and launch an amphibious landing. That might save us some time. I'll think about it. We'll have this port that we could do it from. But I don't know if there's any enemy fleet activity around here, which would be pretty risky. So actually, with that being said, let's go ahead and dispatch our naval forces. Now that the naval combat's pretty much done, and these troops don't matter, they're kind of fodder, we're going to go ahead and send our navy a little bit further south. We'll send some of these cruisers into this gulf, because they might be able to hit this objective city and have the Italians take it without much loss. Because they can still provide mobile fire support potentially on this city here, and just have the Italians march in if they're successful. That'll save us some time. But 6 turn... Oh man, this is a really aggressive timetable to obtain a major victory here in this fight. So far, no enemy fleet sighted. We're going to try and sail around Greece, because again, I would like to maybe land some amphibious troops. That might be a faster way of, you know, advancing at this point. There you go, the Italians did the job. And that Greek city falls without much of a fight. So we are racing south. This guy's at full supply because this is now an Axis airbase. So this airbase right here will actually allow us to advance south much more effectively. And the Bulgarians are going to take Salonika as well. So now we're all going to be kind of congested down this road. And we'll see how fast we can race. We're off to the Greek races. I'm guessing there's bad guys there, so I don't want to advance too close. Alright, so enemy AA guns here. We can definitely bombard those. Nice. And so our cruisers can reach, at least most of them can reach these targets here. So we'll just advance these guys here. Hopefully they can finish off that anti-air gun. And that'll kind of help clear our flank. And then we can take this city mostly by bombardment and then try and race south as fast as we can, but if they have any organized resistance, then we're done. Uh-oh. Well, that amphibious assault may... Oh, shit. So, substantial Greek forces here. Cavalry, die! Alright, we just pulled a... Was it a Salerno, where the Navy basically saved the beachhead? Alright. Alright, the weather is still good, at least relatively good. There are these enemy anti-air guns, which are a little bit concerning. Three, 2, 3, 3. Oh, nice. It took heavy casualties, but that was a very successful attack. Huzzah! Another turn, another Greek city liberated. Well, not really liberated. Conquered! Feels dirty. Feels dirty. So, I think there's confirmation that there's some elements of enemy fleet forces nearby, so that makes me pretty hesitant to try any flanking maneuver via sea. Oh, nice. 3-0. I feel like for the Greek Navy to take out 4 strengths of a British destroyer without losses is good. You were suppressed air. You weren't supposed to be able to shoot at me. So I'm going to fly these fighters up, if only because there could be a risk there could be more enemy air nearby. Interesting. Alright. Oh, we can't hit it. We can't hit it! Damn! We can get in probably behind their rear, though, here. I don't know where the Greek Navy went. Oh, no! Come on, guys. Sink the damn thing. So we've got 1 British destroyer bottled up here in this city. Oh, if you remember last night, you guys, those anti-air guns of the enemy were just the, were our bane. We had no counter to them. Every time we ran into one, they destroyed like half of our unit. So I am damn glad to see that that tank just really dealt that unit a tough time. Alright, so apparently Greek anti-air is not as potent as the stuff we dealt with yesterday. Okay. Can we finish him off? Yeah! Another objective is ours, on the continued drive south. Now the bad thing is, the next turn our artillery is going to have to take off, because they have no ammo left. Alright. So we'll start moving our fleet here into this little inlet so we can get behind the enemy positions and shell all of these objectives around here and hopefully continue the rapid advance. Where are my paratroopers? Oh, they're up here. I was going to say I could stick some of them on a plane or something. But alas. What are you guys talking about? Getting lucky and trying again or something? I don't know what I try. I'm guessing you're not talking about me trying something last week and getting lucky and trying again and dying, getting hit in the side. All right. So there's really no point to any of this air stuff. I'll leave our armor be for this turn. Oh shit! British cruisers! Alright. The Navy is behind you. Bombing you from behind. Die, enemy infantry. Oh, come on. They just got bombed like by 8,000 tons of firearms and they still have a rugged resistance? Just die already, you Greeks. There we go. Yep. So we're not going to have a decisive victory. We'll win another marginal victory, but it won't be decisive. Which I don't know what impacts that'll have on Russia. Alright. These guys just might as well reinforce because they need to resupply. They have no ammo left, so racing them forward isn't all that wise. What about... Oh, there's a lot of guys around Athens. I'm guessing there's an anti-air unit. Oh, yep, right there. Alright. Sheet. Okay, so we destroyed that British, naval unit at least. Surprised they can withstand our destroyers. Alright, so there may be a cross land. That'd be interesting. Has there ever been a naval engagement where one ship fired across the land to hit another ship? Because that's the way this game works, that's feasible there. Yeah, I don't want to just go... Ugh, there's nothing I can really do with those guys. Alright, end turn. A flamethrower Panther, that'd be nice. Alright. Enemy light cruiser, you're going to die. You must die. You pose a threat to our fleet, and therefore you shall die. Okay, so that's the only enemy ship that can hit us from there, so I'm just going to spend the rest of my guys on bombarding something that's an actual threat. Uh-oh. I kind of felt like this battle has gone pretty well, but it appears we're still not going to win a decisive victory. Alright, I'm not going to advance troops in right behind our tanks, because if they get attacked and they try and retreat and they don't have a path to retreat, they will surrender, and I'd rather they not do that. In fact, let's go resupply our Stukas here. Hopefully our Navy can neutralize that enemy anti-air unit here, and meanwhile, let's let these guys... This Greek, I mean, I could have upgraded the Italian artillery to have legs, but it seemed pointless. Anti-air versus artillery from the sea. I know there's an enemy cruiser down there, but I'm just as content for them to attack our destroyers and destroy them. And we don't have to deal with them coming our way. Oh, I forgot about that fighter that's just getting shredded. Whoops. Really? Nothing? Let's actually attack first. See, I can attack kind of... Oh, okay. I don't want to move my armor in there quite yet. There we go. So, again, we'll just miss out on a serious victory, but it's okay. It is okay. I don't know what the results of that will be, but... And yes, I'm allowing my Italian destroyers here to be destroyed. Damaging an enemy flak gun is more important in my view. Hi, UW. Hi, Tony. Alright. So, Athens is a little bit of a beast here. We'll use artillery on these horses. Okay, now that the anti-air gun is done, we can bring in our Air Force. Didn't realize that we're all out of range, though. Alright. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well yourself, Tony. Alright. I don't really care about losses to that air unit, just given the fact that it's not a core unit, so it doesn't have carryover. I'm going to spend this turn to reinforce our guys. And then we'll start moving them in. I don't see I can move them, but then they're going to be hit. And they get hit there, and they're not... Being in trucks when you get attacked is a really bad tactical position. Alright, so... Nice, okay. End of that turn. Okay. And hopefully this is the turn that Athens falls. Surprised our battleship or heavy cruiser can't hit the enemy artillery from here. Our battleship can, though. What about our cruiser here? Light cruiser, it can. Yep. Then we'll send our dive bomber, or actually our fighters, and then we'll send the Stukas in after it. Stukas do much better against mobile targets than they do infantry, so with that attack there, what are they reduced to? 1? Yep. Okay, so they're more or less worthless at this point. Okay. Do I have any of these guys left? Nope. What about our air units? We can still attack with some of these guys, right? Hey, Big Ragu. We're in the midst of attacking Greece. We're not going to win a major victory. It's going to be another one of those marginal victories that I seem to earn or get every single time I play now. The game seems relatively well balanced in that, you know, you can't easily just overrun your adversary. It does require some skill to do well, which I suppose by the time Greece rolls around makes some sense. We've got just this one last objective here in the south, and then all of Greece will be ours. I think we've literally conquered every single city. There's one Greek unit we left in the trenches up here, but other than that, every single city on the map has been conquered. Let's see here. Is this guy attacked yet? Nope. So we'll pull him off. All of our other air units have moved. And our artillery is going to blast the hell out of this city next turn. So these Greek mountain troops should be dead next turn. And then we'll be on to driving toward... Oh, shit. I think I forgot about these naval units here in the south. There we go. The only other British heavy ship is gone. So our fleet should have free reins of the seas now. Who has to take a shot battling? By the way, has anybody seen Party Commissar? Is he here today? I meant to thank him for the donation yesterday. I didn't actually see it until after the fact. I felt really bad about that, but I wanted to thank him and hadn't didn't see if he was in the chat. Okay. This would be a really shitty situation to be in if you were a Greek troop, just non-stop bombardment. Nice. And it is another bloodless victory. Oh man, the Italians are getting credit for a lot of these cities that they had no part in. Is Crete in this game? I don't think we'll do Crete because this is only going to be a marginal victory. So I think we'll probably jump right to Barbarossa and the invasion of Russia. Maybe it would have been Crete if it was a major victory, but obviously it wasn't a major victory. So I think it's actually going to be the invasion of Russia. I hate anti-aircraft guns. After last night, I hate anti-aircraft guns more than anything. Aw, damn short-legged Stukas. Alright, whatever. Like, why? Oh, bad weather. Thank God for the Navy, huh? The weather's bad, so we can't use our aircraft today. It's a storm, as you can see up here, which basically means no aerial bombardment. However, that doesn't mean anything about our ability to attack over land. Alright, so... let's pin them down. Alright, so they're definitely stuck in their foxholes. And now to just overrun them. Except I don't think anyone can take the city. Oops. I don't think anyone can take the city this turn. No one's close enough, so... Anyway, I'll have to wait till next turn. Alright. And let's go here. I'm actually going to go ahead and attack this anti-air with some of our units just to give them a little bit of experience. If we lob some artillery shells, it gives our artillery experience. And if we attack with our infantry, as long as we don't, or our tanks, as long as we don't take any casualties, we gain experience as well. I mean, we gain it even if we take casualties. It's just not worth it at that point. All right, I think that does it. British destroyer, silly you. Marginal victory. Another campaign skillfully fought. Our southern front is now secure, and our allies have been bailed out of their troublesome situation. Now this business is finally concluded. We have a real assignment for you. The upcoming invasion of the Soviet Union. We will test our strength against the Soviet bear. Alright, I've been ignoring you guys for a bit, so let's take a look at the chat now. See ya, Purple General. Chappie, it's not strictly speaking a dynamic campaign. There are dynamic elements, so it's kind of like a campaign that goes down a storyboard. Major victory gives you scenario A, minor victory gives you scenario B. In some cases, defeat gives you scenario C. Sometimes defeat also ends the campaign. So it's a branching campaign, but I wouldn't call it dynamic. The units you carry over are dynamic in the experience they gain, but there's no, you know, the scenario is the scenario. The only difference are the units you bring to the scenario and the scenario that you get assigned. I can't even do a German accent, guys. All I know how to do is some sort of sick, twisted cross between a German and a Russian accent, and I don't really know where that falls. Yeah, I would compare this a lot more to like I don't know if any of you guys played the 1997 game that I talk about all the time, Civil War Generals 2. It's much more similar to that style of campaign, which I think makes sense. I want to say both of those games are made by SSI, or published by SSI, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Or no, I'm sorry, Civil War was Sierra. Russian KGB agent trying to sound German, that might be more accurate, Ollie. All right, I'm going to have a little bit of whiskey here. And by the way, they just announced Panzer Corps 2, but that's not coming out till next year. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like all the Slytherin games are on sale right now, or a lot of them are. I know Combat Mission, or not Combat Mission, I know Command Modern Air Naval Operations is on sale, but I think a large part of their catalog is as well. I'm drinking what I was drinking last night, Chappie. I don't know if you were around last night, but I'm drinking some, what's it called again? Central Standard, which is a craft distillery in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and it's their bourbon whiskey. All right, everybody, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed as I finished my conquest of Greece. In the next video, we will be looking at the invasion of Russia, or the start of the invasion of Russia. But until next time, guys, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.